Give that a go. Cool. I think we're recording. So yeah, thank you, Marta, for taking the time to jump on the call and share your lovely backdrop. Actually, it's really nice and colourful in your background, better than mine anyway. But yeah, thank you for taking the time to hop onto a call. Feel free to just give a bit of an introduction as to who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, so my name is Marta. I am a designer with a background in events, and I was working freelance for 1.5 years when I started your program. I was feeling pretty lost. I was taking on board any project that came to me, and I was not charging enough. I was working in projects that were not well paid, and I was not very well considered either. You know, I was questioning all my decisions, and I tried to find my way and niche down for a long time. And then I decided to start your program and trust, and that has made a big shift in my business. And then it worked really, really quick for me. I didn't expect it, and within I think 2 or 3 weeks that started your program really to go through the modules and everything, I got my first really big project that has, I think it's 7 times my biggest project up to that moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's been really, really good. It has been very, very busy, but it's really my ideal client, and it's taking me to some other ideal clients to work with. And yeah, and what I realizing now is that this is like my high ticket project. I would like to do a couple of these per year, but I really want to also start working in my medium and low ticket, because I think that will be less busy, less work for me. And if I manage to start developing that, you know, it will create some kind of regular incomes. And yeah, and this is, but I still didn't have time, because I didn't even do my new website. You know, I had this idea for my new website. I haven't, and I already have people wanting to work with me, because it's about the mindset, I think, and really focus on what I want to do. Yeah.
Nice. So if like, what were some of the pain points or the frustrations before coming into the program that like made you feel like the program was a good fit?
I felt lost. I was taking on board any project, so I had to learn everything about the new project. So I would do a Shopify, I would do a website, I would do anything, and I didn't sat down and really trust in what my background was and my abilities. And then I was very afraid to niche down. I didn't know how to do it, but I decided to trust in the program. I think for me, the big point was trust and stop questioning. So I said, I'm going to wake up every morning and dedicate 3 hours to this program. I'm going to go step by step. I had a couple of calls with you, and especially the one about niche down was blow my, it was really, really fast. But for me, it was very clear. It was, why am I going so much in circles about this? I just have to pick one and try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then I have 10 more to try. But it worked. You know, I chose one. It was very specific. I focus on event design for nonprofits, because that was my background. But then suddenly it focused me so much in a small market, but very, very focused, that I can design all my offers to these people, and it talks to them. You know, it's really what they need. While before I was being so broad and so generalist that people won't, you know, they won't believe in my abilities. They will question everything. And my projects were really not well paid. You know, I was working the same as I'm working now and not earning much. Well, now I'm going on holidays tomorrow for 10 days with my children, and I didn't do this for years, you know, and now I'm saying, you know what, I'm going to Canary Island. I book an Airbnb, and honestly, that was like my dream.
Amazing.
To get through my job. So.
What do you feel like? What do you feel like's been the biggest aha moment that you've had going through the content in the program?
I think the first one was the mindset, like there was something about, I didn't believe at the beginning when you were saying, you know what, you work the same amount. It's the same kind of, it's the same type, you know, you work a lot even for the bad paid projects and the good paid projects. So look for the people who paid well. But I didn't believe I could work for these people. So I was always working for people who paid bad. Then suddenly I kind of decided to believe, you know, it was a decision to believe, even if I was still not internalized with this idea. I said, you know what, I'm going to try this. And actually it is, you know, I'm not taking people who approach me with low paid projects. I don't do it because it's the same amount of work, and, you know, people can pay me much better. And it's true, you know, and it's as simple as just switch your mindset. This, and also that nothing is set in stone, you know, you just have to try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you will learn, and then you choose another thing. Well, for me, just trying was very difficult, and I think it was just my mindset and just trying, and nothing is so important, you know. There's always a way to go back and try again, and yeah.
It's very hard as a designer to because we've been trained to like have high attention to detail and be perfect to kind of implement scrappy and drafty when it comes to our business. But yeah, that's the people that do the best are the ones that go, okay, I'm 80% complete. I know that I can polish it a bit more, but I'm going to keep moving forwards anyway. So yeah, well done on that. But so what is the shift in thinking and some of the results that you've experienced? So like 7 times in your project value is pretty crazy, but like, how does this change the way you think about what's possible moving forward?
Wow, so now I have a path to follow, you know. I know who the people who will pay a lot for my services are. So this is the people I want to talk with. I don't want to talk with the rest, you know, because I know. And then I also know that I want to develop these three income source of incomes, you know, just having these big projects twice per year, something like this, but then developing like low ticket and medium ticket. And through the program, I know that I will find my way to do this. Well, I didn't have this idea before. Before I was just trying to do what every designer is doing, you know, just say yes to each client and provide what they want. Well, now I have positioned myself like the one who knows about the projects, you know, because I just take these kind of projects very specific. I know what I do in this project. So people come to me for me to tell them what to do. You know, it's not the other way around. This is the big switch for me too, that before clients will come to me and tell me what to do, while now clients come to me and ask me what they need, you know, and ask me what they can do, and then I decide, and I can take decision, and they trust me. You know, I position myself like someone who knows a lot about what I do.
Love it. Great. Well, yeah, thank you so much, Marta, for giving us some insight into your experience in the program. And yeah, here's to a very prosperous future and even bigger results moving forward.
Yep, I hope so, yeah. I really trust. I'm very happy. You know, this really changed my life. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool.